Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Dan and this is my channel, Engelgeist. Thank you for tuning in or watching this video or any of my videos, quite frankly. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. I greatly appreciate it. This is the daily forecast. It's a shared reading. It is for all signs. It's intended for all signs. And it was originally created for Saturday, the 21st of May, but it's not solely set for that date. If you're seeing this out of sequence or on a different date, the video has found its way to you, watch it. If the video makes sense to a certain situation in your life, please feel free to utilize it. Use it to support you and validate, what you're already maybe feeling or thinking. Don't necessarily use it to make your decisions for you, though. If you're new to me, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of the daily videos. In there is how to book a private reading with me, also how to follow me on social media, ways to support the channel, and things I want you to think about when utilizing any of my videos. I do speak in broad terms, so you have to best figure out if and where this fits in your life, if at all, right? So if it doesn't fit, that's okay. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong or you're not, on your path or anything like that. Don't freak out. It just means that you might be working on something different at this time, right? And it may not be your reading. But if parts of it fit and others don't, that's okay too. Just take what you need and leave the rest. So let's see what the cards want us to know. I will be referring back to the underpinning energy, which is the Sunday reading. That Sunday reading is for the week, and it shows us the cards show us the energy that is sort of underpinning the cards that we look at each day during the week, right? It adds just another layer of depth to what could be going on for us. So that populates in the lower left-hand corner. If you want to reference back to that and watch that so you understand what I'm speaking about in my daily reading. So let's see what's going on. Oh, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Sorry, I just got back from the gym. My trainer just beat me up. Let's just say that. So I'm a little bit like, let's see what's going on with the cards. Yeah, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. All of that greatly helps the channel. So our card for today, the devil. Hello, devil. Why, hello. So major arcana, still in line with yesterday's card, which is the Queen of Pentacles, which is Earth, right? But the devil's associated with the sign of Capricorn. So I definitely see like a connection there between this Earth energy. Underneath this, though, remember from the Sunday reading is the World, which is also major arcana. So to me, it feels like we might have to face something rather large, ominous, the thing that's lurking in the room that we don't necessarily want to talk to or talk about or see, that which will not be named, as they say in Harry Potter. The devil always presents like a challenge, a personal challenge, I believe, right? It's not necessarily a bad card. I feel like the devil is a card that is there to show us where we're at our weakest, where we might be addicted to something, where we might be tethered to something in a way that's unhealthy for us or for the situation at hand. Or somebody could be tethered to us in an unhealthy way, right? We could be caught in a relationship dynamic that's not working. We could be, sometimes the devil can represent just straight up drug abuse, addiction, alcoholism, even workaholism, right? If there's some sort of dysfunction in our life or weakness that we have going that we're like trying to, how do I want to put this? Like that we have been subsisting on in a way. And it's been making ends meet for a while. When the devil shows up, it's kind of like, no, now's time to look at it. Is this really working for us or is it not? And really see it for what it is. And kind of what I've seen in the cards this week is it sort of feels like we've been doing that work on a smaller scale. And this might be the final step, the final look, the final realization. And also it being associated with Capricorn. Capricorn's a kind of can be a very productive and steady sign, but it can also be unflinching and, I don't want to say harsh, but blunt in a way. And so the devil kind of comes in forces us to look at the thing we don't want to look at, or deal with the part that we maybe aren't ready to sort of separate from, or um, uh, let go of. Does that make sense? And so I think that this is actually a good thing, especially with the world underpinning it from Sunday's reading, because the world is about endings and then new beginnings, right? And that understanding or that wisdom that comes through challenges, through the whole fool's journey, which is the final card of the world is the final card of the major arcana. So to me, it feels like we might be facing something rather large today, that we didn't necessarily know. I don't want to say we didn't necessarily know, because the devil is something that kind of lies underneath the surface that we kind of don't necessarily address or want to deal with. But some of us are definitely smart enough to know and be aware of what this devil is for us, where this devil lies in our life. And it's time to kind of move on from it, acknowledge it for what it is, see it for what it is, and then kind of take its power away from it in a way, if that makes sense, right? Or at least that's the feeling that I'm getting. What's interesting here is that this is depicted by, I think this is, yes, 3 women. And we had 3 women yesterday. We had the Queen of Wands, we had the Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress show up. And then we have 3 women on this card the following day with the devil here. So to me, I want to say that in all actuality, this isn't necessarily a negative card. It may be a card where we have to look at something that has been holding us back from being empowered, from being able to maybe access those energies, or those 3 women that we saw in yesterday's reading. Does that make sense? And in doing so, we release ourselves from the pressures, from the restrictions, from the fears, from the anxieties, from the resentments, whatever it is that has held us back wherever in our life. We are looking at it square in the face today. You can't miss the devil, right? You can't deny his presence in a way. So what I mean by that is, like, symbolically or metaphorically, however you want to take it, we can't deny whatever it is that holds us back or that limits us, and how it has limited us. And I think that as I'm saying that to you, I certainly know that I have self-induced or self-placed limitations that I place on myself all of the time through my beliefs and stuff. And I think that we're aware of this, right? So the other interesting thing about this is that grounding stone for the week is this idea or the word of forgive. And where is it that we can forgive ourselves, others, or situations where maybe we've been wronged, and I really feel like that could be this devil. Like, that forgiveness is potentially the antithesis of staying stuck in this cycle, with whatever it is that you are facing. Does that make sense? So, like, if it's in a bad relationship, or a somebody who, I'm just using this as an example because it's very much a devil thing. Somebody who's addicted to drugs that we care about, but we can't save them. We can't help them. We have to look at it for what it is, forgive them for who they are, forgive them for where they're at, and then kind of let it go, in a way. And that, to me, is the world underneath all of this, where it's like the cycle ends and then a new cycle begins. And there's always this positivity and this celebration with the world. There's a wreath that's usually around her, right? Which says to me, and she's naked in a traditional Rider-Waite deck, so there is a vulnerability aspect to it all, right? She's sort of floating there naked. But I feel that we will be stronger for it, even though we may feel slightly vulnerable or challenged by whatever it is that we have to face today, whatever it is that we've been maybe avoiding or not wanting to look at or feeling tied to. All right, let's see what the Oracle card has to say from the Sacred Traveler. And I found out there's another sacred deck called Sacred Rebel. So I may have to go about seeking that one out. Okay, we saw this one earlier this week, I believe. It's Rejuvenating Rain. Clear the past and heal the present. And again, this takes me to that place of what I was just saying about forgiving people, places, situations, scenarios, ourselves, so that we can get beyond whatever this heaviness, oppression, um, denial, whatever this devil is for us, right? It could be even within our own mind or our own perceptions of ourselves or a situation. However, it is that we need to sort of like look at it and then almost cleanse it in a way. That's kind of rejuvenating rain, where we heal the past and clear the past and heal the present, so that we can move forward to this next chapter that the world is offering us this week, right? In the months, or maybe in the rest of the year to come. There's something that's kind of transitioning over or shifting, and it's up to us to kind of face it, understand it, heal it, cleanse it, forgive it, and then move on, right? And allow it to sort of stay in the past and no longer be sort of shackled to it in a way, because shackled is a very good word for the devil card. Let me read you Rejuvenating Rain really quick. Oh, did we have Rejuvenating Rain? No, I just opened it. Oh, interesting. I picked up the book and it was on Rejuvenating Rain. So very cool. Clear the past, heal the present. Physical and emotional healing is occurring. There is a cleansing and clearing of old emotional wounds, and even a release of past life limitations is happening. All is forgiven. Absolve yourself. Forgive others their transgressions against you. It's time to let it all go. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, in order for new growth to occur, the old must be cleared away. This card indicates a time of clearing out what doesn't serve and support you. It can also indicate clutter clearing. If you don't love it or use it, most likely it's clutter. Physical clutter can be indicative of emotional clutter. It's time to release it and allow the cleansing metaphoric energy of the rain to purify and cleanse you in the deepest way. This is also a great time to go on a cleansing fast to clear out your body while old emotions and challenges are clearing out of your energy field. Use water for cleansing your energy field. Stand in a cold shower, swim in the sea, or run in the rain. So I love this because it's just like sort of like releasing ourselves from whatever has held us back or oppressed us, or we felt shackled to, that we no longer need. And the grounding stone, to ground in today is health, right? And what I feel like this is representing always is like the health of all of our different bodies, right? Our mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical body. Wherever, like, our focus should be our own health. We have cleared the past to heal the present, right? Health and healing, it's the same thing. So there's an opportunity here for us to bring something to an end by facing it dead square in the eye and going like, okay, I don't need to do this to myself anymore, or I don't need to be involved in this situation anymore. I don't need to engage in this way anymore, right? I am not stuck here anymore. And we do that through like that sort of idea of forgiveness, right? Which is underpinning this health. But we're forgiving whatever it is that needs to be forgiven in our space, whether it's our own selves, which can be sometimes the hardest to forgive, or others around us that maybe we feel have wronged us. Regardless of who or whatever we are forgiving, we're doing it from a place of grounding in this idea of like healing the past or clearing the past so that we can heal the present, so that we can move forward, so that we can be free of our devils and our demons. Does that make sense? That is your forecast for the day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for the new weekly, and we will see what happens. Maybe we'll get more word on this world transformation that's happening with our cards. Again, thanks to everybody that tunes in and supports me over on Patreon. And I love you all. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.